YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. So I have a little story to tell you before getting into this video. Have you ever been scrolling through Instagram on your phone and then an advertisement pops up out of nowhere and you think, that looks interesting, and then you make the fatal mistake of clicking the link? Instagram made me buy a bunch of products from Juno & Co. and I couldn't be happier to try them out today. The first product that made me click on the advertisement in the first place was this guy. It's a velvet sponge and I have no idea how it works. It's a microfiber velvet sponge. I haven't even opened it, so I'm going to be opening it in front of you guys today. On the back it says, if you're looking for a more natural airbrush foundation finish, the Juno microfiber velvet sponge is your go-to. Made with velvet soft microfiber bristles and a slanted edge for controlled stippling, the Juno microfiber velvet sponge provides buildable coverage fast. So, we are going to be testing this out by putting on my foundation and my concealer. My first impression is that it's really soft. It's almost fuzzy. I forget where I read this, but it said to use it dry, so I'm not going to wet it. I'm just going to go right into my foundation. And for foundation today, I'm going to be mixing my two favorite foundation products, Flower Beauty from the drugstore and Bare Minerals from not the drugstore. This has been my go-to foundation combo for a while. I wanted to use a concoction that I know works so that I have some kind of baseline to base my review off of, if that makes sense. So 1 pump of the Flower Beauty, 1 pump of the Bare Minerals, and then we're just gonna go right in. It feels so weird. I'm used to using this one right here, and I looked up the name so that I would know it for the video, and I've completely forgotten what it is. I got it at Target. That's all I know. So this sponge is supposed to not suck in as much product so that you don't waste it. I can kind of see it's sort of staying on the outside of the surface. It doesn't seem to be soaking into the sponge. It definitely has a different texture than I've ever felt before. So let me just continue doing my foundation and then I will let you know what I think after I'm done. So the first thing I noticed when I was applying this under my eyes, because I tend to do a mixture of stippling and wiping, and that kind of combination helps put my makeup on really flawlessly, makes it not streak or anything like that. It just kind of, I don't know why, but that's just kind of my method and it works. Doing that same method with this, I noticed that the stippling worked fine, but the wiping tended to wipe the makeup off. So like I could see the pink of my skin kind of peeking through when I did that. I'm wondering if it's the fibers that are kind of catching the foundation with a little bit more strength than my normal beauty sponge. So that was the only thing I really noticed that was a negative, and it's not even really a negative, it just kind of makes me change the way I apply my foundation a little bit. However, big plus that I'm gonna have to get used to the more I use this is that I don't know if you can tell in camera, but my foundation looks a little bit more cakey than normal. I can usually get it to be a full coverage without looking cakey. It just looks very natural and kind of airbrushed, and I can get that to look really pretty. This time I used the same amount of foundation that I always do. I didn't use extra pumps or anything. I just did 1 pump of each foundation at the beginning, and then after I had applied all that, I did another pump of both and applied that all over, and that's my normal routine. My foundation is a little bit cakier this time, and I think the reason for that is because this is not sucking up the product. As I'm tapping it in, I used too much foundation because this guy didn't soak it up. Does that make sense? So that's a good thing. That's a positive. I'm not wasting as much makeup because it's not soaking it in. So I was actually really pleased to find that out. I'm going to be going into my concealer. For blemishes and covering up some freckles that I'd rather not be showing, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Fair Light Neutral. And then for under my eyes, I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair Neutral. So they're pretty close in color. They're just a little bit different. I like to have more brightness under my eye, and I like to have more of a skin tone pigment for the rest of my face. I have some blemishes here that are actually almost gone. I'm really happy. They took a while. Oh, they've been sticking around a while. I always seem to get them on either side of my face, like around here. My esthetician thinks it's because I wear glasses all the time and I don't clean them all the time like I'm supposed to. Sorry. So that's why I get acne right here. This I'm covering up because I don't like my freckles there. I love my freckles on my nose, under my eyes and cheeks. I like that. But around my mouth, it almost makes it look like I have dirt on my face, which is not a cute look. So I usually try to cover those up. Let's see how this does. Oh, I made the same mistake. I used too much product. I totally forgot what I just said and used the same exact amount of product that I normally do instead of using just a little. So basically with this sponge, a little product goes a long way, longer than my old sponge. So I'm just kind of blending it everywhere because I used too much. It's good. It means that I'm not wasting my products. It means that my makeup is going to last longer. So no complaints here. Just kind of even out my nose. I do like my foundation to not be as strong on my nose, but in order to make it kind of look even, I do put a little bit there. Oh my word. This is so much cakier than I had anticipated. Oh well. So I'm going to go into my lighter tone of Tarte Shape Tape and not use as much this time. Learning my lesson. I am going to put a little bit on my eyes like I normally do, and then let's go in with the sponge. I'm not washing the sponge, I'm not rinsing it out or anything, I'm just going in as is. Ooh. Okay, that was the perfect amount of concealer to use. So I'm finding out that stippling is definitely the way to go here. It just works really well. Maybe, oh, I just thought of this. Okay, wait, let me blend out my eyes first before I continue talking because I look like a crazy person. Okay, I look kind of normal. I just remembered that on the packaging, it described the velvet sponge as something that would help create a skin-like texture on my face. So I'm wondering if maybe that's why my skin looks really smooth right now. Yes, it has to do with having a little bit more foundation on than I normally do, but I'm wondering if it's the texture of the sponge. I'm thinking maybe, because my skin looks great. I gotta say, I may have a little bit more foundation on than I had planned, but my skin looks beautiful. Even with my acne and everything, I feel like I look really good. Guys, this might be my new favorite sponge. I even curled my hair for this video, guys. Aren't you proud of me? I may have to put some dry shampoo in. Oh, wow. Next, I'm gonna go into eyes, and I'm so excited because I bought 2 eyeshadow palettes from Juno & Co. and they look amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, shame on you, go follow me. I post stuff on my stories all the time, especially when I get new makeup in, and I gave you guys a sneak peek of what I was going to be showing you in this video today, and one of those things was the eyeshadow. This is so pretty. This is their Metals palette. It's just the most beautiful thing ever. So I definitely want to be using a little bit of that. And then the next palette is their matte eyeshadow palette. It's so, whoop, sorry, brush escaped, just a minute. I am so excited to try them. Look, they are like the perfect collection of nudes, and I'm so excited to dip into these. Also, each eyeshadow palette comes with its own brush, so I might use those just to kind of complete the review. I don't normally use brushes that come in an eyeshadow palette, but these don't look like your average little sponge brush. These are actual brushes. Like, look, it has a fluffy side, it has a flat side. Actually, this is really nice because the one brush that I always go to, and it's in my makeup bag right now, is this one, and it's dual-ended as well. It has a fluffy side and a flat side. This is Lexi, I believe. The label has come off. I'm not sure what the number is. 249. And really, they're very similar. So I'm going to be trying out the brush that comes with the eyeshadow palette, and we'll see how this goes. I have no idea what I want to do with my eyes. So let me think a minute. What am I going to be doing today? Probably nothing. Probably Christmas wrapping and maybe some errands. But who says you can't look fabulous when you're running errands? So I'm going to dip into the matte palette first. So satisfying. Ready? Yes! Oh, the mirror is so pretty. Like not pretty, but just like clean. My mirror is not. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, so, oh my word. And they're named and everything. Oh, this is great. I'm so excited to try these. Nothing gets me more excited than eyeshadow. Eyeshadow and lipstick. Those are my two go-tos. Like, I put up with foundation and concealer because I need them. I'm excited when I find something that works for me, but it's not something I go about when it comes in the mail. This, I'm a little excited. I think I want to do a smoky eye with a lot of nudes, but then some shimmer colors mixed in. So that's kind of my game plan. But you know how this kind of stuff just gets out of hand once you get going. I'm going to go into the taupe color, and that would be this color right here, taupe. I'm going to put that in my crease. Ooh, this brush is very fluffy. It almost makes me sad to dirty it because it's like so clean. Oh, that's so pretty. And this brush does so well. That's so subtle. I don't even know if that's showing up on camera, but it's so pretty. It's so natural. I would assume for the movies like Pride and Prejudice and things like that, where you know the actresses are wearing some kind of makeup, but it's so natural you can't tell. I feel like they would do something like this, just something that would give your eyes a little bit of definition without shouting to the rooftops, hey, I'm wearing makeup. What I might do is just put this color all over the eyelid instead of just in the crease, and then add a darker color to the crease. You just gotta play with makeup and figure out how to make it work for you. But that's what makes makeup fun. I think I wanna go into a more ashy tone because my hair is ashy brown, so I wanna stick with cooler tones as opposed to warmer tones, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go into the color Fearless right here. I'm gonna test this out. I don't wanna go into Espresso yet just because I wanna try Fearless first. Whoa! Okay, that brush holds a lot of product. That just went poof on my eye. So, okay, I'm gonna distribute a little bit over here so that we're not using too much. Wow, okay, so this brush holds a lot of product, which is good. You don't have to keep dipping in and keep dipping in and keep dipping in. That's great. Saves a lot of time when you're trying to get ready in the morning, but I think I could have done with a little less. It's just a little much, a little too much. You live and you learn. Also, did any of you guys notice that I got my eyebrows waxed? It's been a minute since my eyebrows have been done. I definitely notice a difference on how my eye makeup looks after my eyebrows have been done. They're usually very bushy and kind of mad scientist-y, but funnily enough, the day after I got them done, somebody immediately said, I love your eye makeup. And I had worn that eye makeup multiple times throughout the weeks prior. It's just kind of my go-to look, and for the first time after I got my eyebrows done, somebody noticed. So I was like, well, that does make a difference. Good to know. I think I want to go into Espresso just a little bit. I'm tapping off the product now because I've learned my lesson. I just want to put that on the outer corner, except it's not really showing up. I think it kind of blends into the Fearless color a little bit too much. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle gradient, but I think I want something a little bit more wow. So I'm gonna tap into the color Intrigue and put that on the outer corner. Ooh, yep, that's what I wanted. That's it. That's the color payoff. Woo, pretty. So I'm just doing some windshield wiper motions mixed with some swirling. I honestly don't have one technique that I stick to. It's just kind of whatever feels right. Don't feel bad if you're not doing it exactly like me. If you don't have these colors, that's okay. Use what you've got. Make this look your own. I'm making it up as I go, so I give you full permission to make it up as you go as well. So I'm going to go into the other side of the brush this time, and I want to go into the color Fearless. I'd like to add that under my eye. Next I'm going to go into the color Espresso. And lastly, I'm going to go into the color Intrigue, which is the darkest brown that we just used earlier. And then I want to take the fluffy side and just kind of blend those together into the smoke on the outside of my eye. Perfect. Brush away the extra makeup that got on my nose and my cheeks, you know, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna put away the nudes for now. I'm gonna go into the Metals palette. Yeah. So I'm gonna use a clean brush. This is the brush that came with the Metals palette. Oh, look at the colors. Look how vivid and bright they are. I don't even know what I want to use. Just purely going by instinct, this color is jumping out at me, the rose gold. That looks gorgeous. So I think I want to take the flat side of the brush, add it to my lid. I may have to use my finger if the color payoff isn't bright enough, but I think this brush is doing a pretty good job. Woo, that's pretty. Wow. I love this. This is beautiful. That's gorgeous. The second color that's jumping out at me is called Palladium. So I'm going to take the fluffy side, tap off the brush, and just apply that to the lid on the outside. I'm gonna go into the flat part and try again. The color payoff just wasn't what I wanted, so I'm taking the flat side this time. Yeah, that's better. And then taking the fluffy side and just kind of blending that so there's not a harsh line. Yes! Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Beautiful! Okay, I might be freaking out just a little bit. I'm gonna go into the color Pewter, and this is just a very light, pretty color, and I'd like to try that on the inner corner. It's a little bit subtle, but it's got a shimmer to it. Pretty. I'm gushing, but really, while I'm here, I think I'd like to try out the Platinum color, which is this white, shimmery, snowy goodness, and I'd like to add that just here on the corner of my eye, just to sort of brighten it up a little bit. Maybe even extend it out under my eye. Let me take that fluffy brush again and just kind of whisk away the fallout. This is gorgeous, you guys. I'm so beyond thrilled by these palettes. The color payoff is amazing. The formula is like butter. The way they mix together, they're so blendable. I'm just in love. I'm just so in love. I almost don't want to stop playing with eye makeup, but I have to keep going. For lashes, I'm going to go in with my Ciate London Wonder Wand mascara. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag, and it's worked really well for me. For bronzer slash contour, I'm going to go into this Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof bronzer called Park Avenue Princess. This is one of my favorite colors to use since I've gone brunette. It doesn't look too dark on me now, whereas when I was blonde, it was almost too much. Like, it still went with my skin tone, it was still flattering, it just looked not right for blonde hair. It just didn't match very well. It looked like I was going super glam when I wasn't really trying. So I always saved it for only super glam occasions, and now I can wear it whenever I want because I'm brunette now. For blush, I've kind of rediscovered this Flower Beauty blush. It's in the color Sweet Pea, and it's so flattering. It's got a pinky purple tone, and the purple sort of scared me at first, but I realized that it matches my lip color perfectly. And I don't know if this is a thing, but I feel like if you can find a blush that matches your natural lip color, you are guaranteed to have something that goes with your skin tone. So that's what I've kind of been doing with blushes. I've been trying to find colors that match my lips, and that way I know they go with my skin tone without having to worry about the guesswork. I don't know if that's a trend, I don't know if that's a thing, but I'll gladly start a new trend for you guys. I mean, twist my arm. For highlighter, I know I talk about this thing all the time. It's a go-to favorite. It's literally the only highlighter I ever use because it's that good. Where's my highlighting brush? Oh, I put it away. That's why I couldn't find it. Organized mess. I use this Wish brush. It's flat. I don't know if that's what it's meant for, but that's what I use it for, and it works great. This is a Wet n Wild highlighter in the color Blossom Glow, and it's just so flattering. They have, I think, 3 colors. This is the lightest of all of them. I literally got it at the Dollar General. That's how cheap this is. But look at that payoff. Look at that. So pretty. I can't get enough of this highlighter. It's the only thing I use. It's the only thing I use. Put a little above my lip. So funny story. The other week I had really chapped lips and I put highlighter on the top. It didn't go away all day because the highlighter had stuck to the chapped skin of my lip. So even when my lipstick was gone, the highlighter stayed. It wasn't a good look, but what are you gonna do? For lipstick, I'm gonna be using an Ipsy Glam Bag favorite. This is by Eddie Funkhauser, and it's called Twisted Kisses Matte Lip Pencil in the color Kiss Me Twice. This is my new favorite nude. I always overline my lips just a little bit to give it a little plumpness, I guess. I have one more product to test out, but before I do, I wanted to mention something really quick. A lot of YouTubers and influencers are yes men. They rave about products whether they like them or not. I don't do that. I am such a small influencer with such a small amount of followers that I don't gain anything by being a yes man. I don't gain anything by pretending to like something that I don't actually. I don't have companies knocking at my door sending me PR. I don't have that kind of a rapport yet. When I order something and I review it, I'm giving you my honest opinion. I'm not making it up. I'm not trying to impress people by saying I like something. When I am raving about something and I say I love it, I mean it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that when I say I am now very addicted to these eyeshadow palettes and to this makeup sponge, I'm not kidding. These are my new favorites. I'm probably going to be wearing these every single day and using this every single day. I'm very impressed with Juno & Co.'s product. I love how well they worked. I love the formula. I'm very impressed. Okay, I have one last thing that I bought that I want to try out for you guys. Juno & Co.'s Beauty Without BS Makeup Brush Cleaner. I don't know how this works. It did not come with a manual. I may have to look it up, but let me open it first. They had a couple different shapes that you could choose from. I chose a black heart. Read into that what you want, but I chose the little black heart. I thought it was cute. It has these different textures. Ooh. This would be good for ASMR. It has ridges here, it has crisscrossing texture here, it has little bumps here. So I'm assuming this is to get the product off. Let me look it up really quick. Do your Apple products nag you to death about updating your software? I'm so over it. Get your makeup brushes squeaky clean with this handheld silicone makeup brush cleaner. It comes in the cutest heart shape and can be turned around to become a travel brush cap for when you travel. Oh, Oh, so is that what this little opening is for? To keep your brushes in? Like that? Huh. I'm going to take the brushes that I used for my eyes and try to clean them dry. This is the one from the matte palette. I'm just gonna start doing this. See if that helps get the product off. Seems to be coming off. You can kind of see the color difference. Let me try down here. Yep. And I like that this is silicone because it seems like it would be very easy to clean. I gotta say, these brushes are actually really nice. They feel very similar, like they're kind of a mix between the Lexi and the BH brushes that I have. They're very soft, and actually these are really good quality. To come with an eyeshadow palette, I've never had a brush of this high caliber come with an eyeshadow palette. It's usually one of those little spongy things that you just throw away because they do nothing. I'm taking the metals brush that I used and running that along the crisscross pattern. Ooh, it's like, it's almost white. Oh, it's white because I didn't use it on the metals. That's why. I'm dumb. Okay, going into the flat side. Try this side. Whoa! Okay, that's taking off tons of product. Actually worked really well. I mean, it's not perfectly white, but it's definitely holding less color than it did. Cool! That's awesome! Okay, so now I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and wipe this off and see how easy this can be cleaned. I'm sure I could run this under hot water as well. Yeah, because there's stuff in the back that I can't get. So I would probably have to take like a scratcher or like a sponge to get really down in there. But a makeup wipe is doing a really good job. The only thing that hasn't come up is between these ridges. So everything else has come clean, which is really impressive. And I had no idea that this hole was to hold your brushes. That's so cool. I'm gonna be using this for sure. I just need to set aside a day where I clean all my brushes. Is that likely to happen? Probably not, but that's okay. Okay, final review, guys. I'm impressed. Juno & Co., you've got some amazing products, and I am in love with them. My makeup looks amazing, and I feel like the proof is in the pudding. I feel beautiful. I feel like I can go out on a date now or something. Like, this is just beautiful. My eye makeup is bomb. I'm so thrilled about the eyeshadow palettes. Love that they came with some high caliber brushes that I'll now be using like all the time. I love how this not only gave me flawlessly smooth skin, but didn't waste my foundation product by soaking it into itself. I really think this has changed the makeup sponge game. And as for this, I think for the first time ever, I will have clean brushes. I'm very impressed by all of these products, and I'm so happy Instagram made me buy them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It always makes my day when you do. And be sure to leave a comment below the video telling me what you thought of it and what kind of video you would like to see next. It is officially December when I'm filming this, so I am open to any and all Christmassy ideas that you might want to see. Don't forget to check me out on all my other social media. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Both are at CassJoyMusic, linked down below for your convenience. And of course, remember to subscribe here. A special thank you to Juno & Co. for creating such amazing products. I'm a little obsessed with them now. They're amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye!